Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host Matrix Lord 212, and I am with David Aston. What's up, David?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful cast. Thank you, Joe, for having me on, and welcome to Scott as well.
What's up, Scott?
Going good.
All right, so yesterday had some technical difficulties. There's numerous things I have. I have problem with my laptop. I have problem with the battery. I have problem with the internet. Have problem. We had a lot of storms lately. I don't know if it's the wiring, but I know my laptop is just kapooey. So we lost the cast. We got about 6 minutes into it, and then it died, and then I can't go back on my laptop now. And everybody just went dead again. What happened? Where's everybody? You there, David? You just muted yourself. What the hell?
I'm here. Don't worry.
Okay. So I thought we were having problems again. So anyway, we were talking about the TARDIS interior, which we had more people talking about it. I wanted to get Scott's take on it. Scott,
Yes.
because we didn't about the TARDIS interior, because I know we lost yesterday's cast, but
I basically said, and I stand by my words, where does she take her TARDIS to get it manicured?
yeah, I
That's
know.
it.
And
It's a
it
yeah,
looks awful. It looks god awful.
and
And
it might be from yeah.
I was going to say it literally does look like a hand is just reaching up from the bottom of the TARDIS and just try and contain everything.
It looks like a tree crashed into a tree and it tried to heal around it or
It
something,
looks
or ice
beautiful.
crystals, or you like it?
I like it. Yeah,
Okay.
I love it. I think it's absolutely original, and I was really surprised. And you know, I was actually worried that it'd be too sort of girly. I like Scott. I thought I was fucking worried that we're going to have a. I thought we could then end up with cooking time with Doctor Who.
Jesus. Wow.
She'd have a kitchen just like Clara has.
Easy bake oven.
Okay. Wow.
But I like it. I would love to find out how that actually came about. How does the Doctor end up with something that looks like something's already got to the TARDIS already? I suggested that she lands on Earth. The Doctor lands on Earth, survives somehow, and meets Bradley Walsh's character and all the others. And then to her horror, leading to that clip that keeps getting removed, she discovers that somebody else or something else has got to the TARDIS and melded with it. Because, as Joe pointed out, as early as Planet of the Spiders, the Doctor insinuated, and this was expanded upon, of course, through media of all sorts for many years since, that the TARDIS is more than a mean. It's more than a machine, Tegan. It needs
Yes, it's
friction
alive.
persuaded.
It's a machine that makes machines. It's alive. It has a
Yeah.
consciousness. It controls
It's a
itself.
self-repairing machine that not only has the ability to aid the Doctor during regeneration and also post-regeneration and stabilize it, the zero room, etc., but it also has the ability to apparently, like a tree, you cut a little bit of it. Ah! There's someone here! Oh,
I know my face is ugly.
it's able to actually survive virtually anything. It's next to self-destructive, but
Yeah.
it's not infallible because there's a audio book before they did the War Doctor things. They did that story about the War Doctor and the fact that TARDISes would crash land back on Gallifrey and they'd be all distorted and out of shape and stuff. Yes, so the TARDIS is amazing, but like the Doctor, not infallible.
Yeah. I think that something might be wrong with the TARDIS. I think it might be broken. Might be in
Yeah, it's called
pieces.
Chibnall.
There's a lot of things we have to discuss besides the TARDIS console. The fact that Doctor Who's going to be moving from Saturday night to Sunday, which is a big disaster. I really think that's a bad idea.
Damn here.
Oh yeah. Basically, there was this article in some stupid thing that I don't usually read, and the writer said himself that he got it from something that was 6 months old.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
So first off, this is not the first time, and it was when the end of the 70s, early the start of the 80s, the Saturday night slot in the UK was not as it once had been, say mid 70s,
Right.
and it returned basically to the glory days, when Doctor Who came back, ironically enough. But I think the same thing is, yeah, people do not stick to just channels. In the UK, there used to be 2 channels. Then that expanded to 4. Then you had Channel 5. Then you had Sky. Well, Sky came first. You had satellite television. And then you had on-demand channels. So people don't have to be constrained to just one thing. Once there was the
Yep.
situation where you had to watch there and then because there wouldn't be any chance of watching it. Then you had, VHS and then
Yep.
Laserdisc, etc. And now, really, you've got a case where people can watch it when they want to. So I think the belief that you need a particular day is wrong, but it has been said a bulk of the viewers will still be watching on a particular day. So these writers, the same people who push bullshit PC, without ever mentioning things, like viewers, etc., important things like that. Because apparently, according to these dickheads, diversity is all that matters in making a successful TV show, i.e., Star
Yep.
Trek Discovery. No, it's writing, it's connection to the audience, it's good scheduling, just like it is on YouTube. Yeah, get it wrong and you fuck it up,
Oh
just like
God.
the
Exactly.
script.
The writing is the most important aspect of it, and of
Yeah.
course, you could have the best script and you could have the worst actors or actresses. So that's another
Jodie
part of it.
Whittaker, like I've said to many people, Gio and Scott, could be the best fucking damn doctor we've
Mhm.
ever had. She clearly
Bingo.
cares about the show, and she could be putting every single bit of her energy, just like Peter Capaldi. But as
Right.
Peter Capaldi's time showed us, if the BBC screw around with it in any way, scheduling, promotion, etc.,
Right.
then all the effort will be.
That's right.
Exactly. So we also heard something came out today that Neil Gaiman wants to write for Jodie Whittaker, which we've heard him talk about want to write for Peter Capaldi before and stuff like
I'd
that.
welcome
So
anybody as long as it comes through in a good way.
yeah, I mean I know he's busy though. I mean he's doing movies, he's doing scripts, he's doing So I don't know. A lot of people with the TARDIS comp. See, I still don't have an opinion really. I'm having a hard time because I don't know if I like it or hate it. I think I need more to view it. If
Same here.
that's, I can't even say if it's horrible or good. I mean, I want to see the TARDIS doors, like I said yesterday. I want to see it from the other angle, and
Yeah.
then when I see it, then I can judge it. And I also want to see the console if
Yeah.
it comes up and down, or if the tree goes into it and it goes like weird stuff like that. I want to see how that works.
Yeah. And like I said in the past, those walls that look like gears. I'm just wondering if that's just like okay,
I just
something
had a
happened in the
thought.
interior of the TARDIS. So I wonder if this is just like like the background until it actually fully repaired itself to meet her meet her her personality.
I've just
Right.
had an amazing thought. This is going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Everybody seems to have forgotten that TARDIS that was found underground with the silence. What
Mm-hmm.
if we are getting to the point where we're actually catching up with that TARDIS? Because if the
No, words, this
TARDIS.
isn't his
No,
TARDIS, her TARDIS. It's
no, no,
Siren's
listen,
TARDIS.
listen, let me finish. What if the TARDIS is actually crashed underground and the TARDIS that Yeah, that bit where the TARDIS has found its pilot type thing. What if this is all speculation, but it would make sense in a way. Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS crash lands underground. What we're seeing is the bit that connects directly into that.
Could be.
Could be. I hope it is, because then I'll be right. And then lots of hot chicks will say, "Oh, you're so cute. You know Doctor Who, don't you? We love you, Daisy." Anyway, back to the
You gotta throw it onto you,
I'll
right?
have to do with Scott and Joe.
It could be. It could be the Silence TARDIS. Is it gonna be? Probably not, because Chibnall wants to stay away from other writers' stuff.
Yes.
So, I mean, how long has the
Making
TARDIS
something
been?
look good.
The thing I ask is, how long has the TARDIS been away from the Doctor? What if the TARDIS has been lost or trying to get back to the Doctor for a long time, and then it's at its end, or it's been beaten up so bad it can't repair itself correctly, and we're dealing with an elderly TARDIS there. I mean, I know when it regenerates itself, it's
Elderly
supposed to be
TARDIS.
The
brand new
funny thing
again, but
is, I was gonna say the
it was
funny
a
thing
museum
is,
piece back in the day. But
that's right. But the funny thing is during the original series, it stated that was a Type 40 type. It was a Type 40A, and they dropped the A in the new series. I've noticed.
I'm surprised that
That's a
Tom
good
Ledgers
one.
don't use TARDISes anymore. It looks like they don't, you know, or
Well,
maybe they do.
according to the Doctor's wife, of course, there's this bit where the TARDIS they basically retconned the. Well, they didn't change it completely, but they put a different spin and perspective. They gave you the perspective of the TARDIS, So it expanded upon John Pertwee's third Doctor saying it's to one of the unique family that it was more than a just a machine. So in the beginning, you have an elderly TARDIS that's about to be consigned to the scrap heap and meets a young Doctor is young but is old, if you see what I mean. And the TARDIS sees the Doctor as the opportunity to escape being scrapped for good. Yeah,
Right.
and maybe there is a big gap. Perhaps the TARDIS originally crash landed on Earth without the Doctor, perhaps hundreds or thousands of years, and it's been waiting for the Doctor. Just like Captain Jack had to live throughout the whole 20th
Yep.
century.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that. I know the Doctor chose the TARDIS regardless of what Moffat says with Clara, but and then it just I don't who knows what it did before that, you know. But we don't know. But again, I want to see more pictures of the TARDIS. I want to see the
Yeah.
opposite view. I think once I see the opposite view, I could judge it better. So
Yeah, like I said, I am wondering until the TARDIS gets synced up with the Doctor. This is just like the skeleton of the TARDIS interior, and then once everything is synced up, it's not going to have those
yeah,
gears for walls and that little manicure hand coming up in the middle of the center of the
I mean that
console.
thing is the weirdest thing that hand looking tree thing. I mean I don't
Yeah.
really know. I don't get what that's supposed to represent or what that's about, unless it means that when the TARDIS crashed, it crashed into a tree, and the TARDIS decided
Well,
to
that could
leave
be.
it there.
Yeah.
The Doctor goes
I
to the
mean,
console, takes out a women's hairdryer,
Jesus.
and then does her fingernails.
You know what the funny thing is? It's August 10th, and we still don't have a date, right? Isn't that weird that we don't have a date? You would
Yep.
think that we would have the date already for October, like exactly when. Like I don't know what the secret is still, but we'll find out, I guess. And I'm hoping that we get some more merchandise, but it doesn't look like we're getting anything. The other day, I think I showed you. I don't know if I showed you a picture, Scott. The previews came out, which is the big catalog for all the comics and stuff, and the
Yep.
merchandise. And they had an animated, like a cartoon of the female Doctor Jodie Whittaker
Yeah.
on the
Okay.
back
I saw
cover,
something about that. Yeah.
but they didn't
That was,
have any merchandise really in there to
of
represent the
course
show. It
not.
was like, well, why not? I mean, the show's coming on. I mean, why wouldn't you have stuff? You know.
Hmm.
So I don't know. All right, we're gonna get out of here, and we'll come back later. Thank you, David. Thank you,
You're
Scott.
welcome. You're welcome.
All right, guys, take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.
Aloha.